Unless you live under a rock, you've heard of Stranger Things. The Netflix series took the world by storm in 2016, and we've all been obsessed with it ever since. Season 4 of the show came out this year, and fans believe it's the best season yet, with the scariest villain, and of course, the Hawkins gang. But this season left us with a lot of questions. In this video, we'll be talking about the biggest unanswered questions fans have after Stranger Things Volume 2. First up, will Nancy end up with Jonathan, Steve, or no one at all? The Stranger Things are always caught up with saving Hawkins from one monster or another, but that doesn't mean they don't have time for romance. One of the biggest questions fans have after watching Season 4 is who will Nancy end up with? Steve, Jonathan, or neither? The Nancy-Steve-Jonathan love triangle has been a part of the series since Season 1. Nancy dated Steve in the first season and got with Jonathan later on. Her romantic past with Steve wasn't mentioned again until this season, mainly in Volume 2, where we see them have some sweet moments while trying to kill Vecna. This show sure is a roller coaster. So who will Nancy end up with? We understood why she broke up with Steve in Season 1. He was a total jerk, but he has grown so much since then and has become a loving, caring, adorable guy that fans love. At the same time, Nancy's relationship with Jonathan has become very strained. She didn't go with Mike to visit him, and he didn't tell her about the whole college thing. Is a breakup in their future? Seems that way. Who do you want Nancy to be with? Many fans are rooting for Steve, but some are rooting for Robin too. Up next, will Max wake up from her coma? Max, played by the beautiful Sadie Sink, is definitely the MVP of Season 4. The poor girl was put through it. At the start of the season, we see her struggling with her past trauma, which makes her a target for Vecna. She faces her fears and escapes Vecna's wrath, with some great music by Kate Bush on her side. You'd think the Duffer Brothers would give Max a break after all that, but nope. In Volume 2, she volunteers to become bait for Vecna while the others attempt to kill him. With Lucas by her side, she ventures into the Upside Down to face off against the monster. This girl is too brave for her own good. Fans had been expecting a death in the core group this season, and we almost got one. With Lucas busy fighting the high school jocks, Vecna attacks Max. 11 tries to use her powers to save her, but not nearly quick enough. Max ends up in a coma, blind with broken bones, but she survives. Here's the question though, will Max wake up from her coma? In the last episode, 11 tries to contact her through her psychic powers, but to no avail. Is Mad Max gone for good? We sure hope not. Moving on, will we see 8 again? In a standalone episode back in Season 2, we were introduced to 8, aka Callie, who grew up with 11 in Hawkins' lab. Callie has the power to create illusions, but instead of saving the world like 11 does every season, she chooses to kill people who hurt her and her friends. Elle winds up with Callie and her gang for a little while, but she doesn't stay for very long. Callie's criminal lifestyle doesn't sit with her, and she knows she has to protect her friends, so she goes back to Hawkins. She does get a bitchin' makeover before she leaves though. We never found out what happened with Callie, which seems like a major loose end. Now that Dr. Brenner, who Callie obviously hates, is dead, will she come back for Elle? Will Dr. Owen contact to come help, even if he's alive? Will 8 and 11's combined powers finally destroy one for good? It sure would be an interesting plotline for Season 5, but many fans think Callie might instead show up in the ever-mysterious Stranger Things spinoff. What do you think? And now, what's up with Vecna? Vecna, or One, or Henry is definitely the most terrifying villain on Stranger Things. This guy literally uses people's own traumas to torture them and can kill them without even being physically present. He killed his entire family and framed his father for it. There's no one more evil, even in the Upside Down. But where's this evil creature now? The last time we see him, the tattooed monster suspiciously vanishes in true horror movie fashion. We know for a fact that he's badly injured. Robin and Nancy poked quite a few holes in him with their guns. Volume 2 also shows us his ability to inhabit others through the spore-like smoke of the Mind Flayer, so it may be a little while till we see Henry Creel in his physical form. If we know anything about Vecna, we know he'll take time to heal up and plan his next move while the town is still broken. Will 11 be able to track down his physical form and destroy him for good? Or will he keep the gang busy with his upside-down creatures while his spores spread? Guess we'll have to wait for Season 5 to find out. Up next, could Will have a bigger role in Season 5? Will Byers was a central point of Stranger Things in the first 2 seasons, but in this one, his character has been weirdly underutilized. He's part of the core group, and yet his storyline is the weakest in the show. We mostly just just see him weeping in a bowl cut. But fans think this could change in Season 5. There are two possible plot lines the Duffer Brothers might explore in Season 5. The first is about Will's sexuality and his feelings for Mike. The show has been hinting at Will being gay since Season 3. Many interpreted his behavior as normal platonic jealousy and loneliness while his friends all got girlfriends. But in Season 4, we can very clearly see the love he has for Mike. In a recent interview, Noah Schnapp confirmed that Will is gay and very much in love with the heart of the group. Will there be more of this dynamic in Season 5? We might get to see Will coming to terms with his sexuality and even confessing his feelings to Mike. But Mike is with 11. The confession might destroy the group. The second storyline is about Will's connection to the Upside Down. Ever since he's rescued, Will can sense creatures of the Upside Down, including the Mind Flayer and Vecna. He's the one who confirms that Vecna is still alive. Many fans think that Will could play a key role in destroying the Upside Down for good. Or maybe he finally gives in to this mysterious connection and becomes a villain himself. Sure would be a crazy turn of events. And now for the big one. How will Stranger Things end? We all know that Stranger Things comes to an end in Season 5. There will definitely be some chaos, maybe some deaths, and a conclusion to the horrors Hawkins has faced since Season 1. So how will this season solve all the remaining mysteries and bring the series to a satisfying end? Everyone pretty much knows that 11, our resident Supergirl, will be at the heart of the action. In a way, she's the one who kickstarted everything when she killed 1 and opened the gate to the Upside Down. Will her powers be enough to destroy the alternate dimension, kill Vecna, and close the gates to the other side for good? She'll definitely need help from the rest of the gang, but will they be successful? Or will the darkness of the Upside Down take over Hawkins for good? The Duffer Brothers have confirmed that the next season will involve a time jump, so the gang might be running around in cars instead of bikes. Another thing we know is that Netflix executives cried when they heard the outline for Season 5, so a tragic death might be on the cards. God, we hope not. We're still recovering from Eddie's death. Finally, the little questions. Of course, there are many big mysteries yet to unfold and many questions we want answered. Can Vecna actually be killed? What were the Russians planning? What will be the future of Hawkins? But along with these big questions, we have a bunch of little ones too. Will Eddie ever get his name cleared? He died before proving his innocence and the town still thinks he's behind all the killings. Will everyone finally know the truth in Season 5? And what happened to Murray, Dimitri, and Yuri after they came back from Russia? In the final episode, we see Hopper and Joyce reunite with the kids, but the ragtag team that got them there are nowhere to be seen. Will they have any role in Season 5? Lastly, will Robin get together with Vicky? The awkward flirting scene between them was absolutely adorable. Plus, Robin deserves a loving relationship. We hope she gets one. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these questions do you want answered in Season 5? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.